Okay, today I'm going to be teaching you how to calculate for hydraulic pressure. I don't know what is the symbol for that. Oh, hydraulic pressure, symbol is just P. That is hydraulic pressure. Okay? So, to make this easier to look at, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a diagram. This diagram will show the calculations for pressure. Just like a bunch of our other laws, just like Ohm's law and Watt's law, we draw a triangle. And on top is an F. Now the F stands for force. What the hell? Okay, there we go. This stands for force, right? Now, next is A. A stands for area. And now, our last one, P. P, as you know, stands for hydraulic pressure or just pressure. Why am I doing that? Oops. I don't know if that's spelled right. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't mind my spelling. Anyway, this all is what we're going to need to calculate our hydraulic pressure, which is just pressure. So let's get an example really quickly. All right. So, for example, let's say we need to figure out what P is, right? But we know what A is. Let's say A is 7 inches. Okay? And we know what our force is. Now, to get our pressure, what we do is we take our triangle. We see to get force, what we also have to do is to do that also equals to area. Okay, I see how this. Oh, stuck like this for now. Okay. Area times pressure. Okay. Now our next one. Now to get area, can I move this please? There we go. To get area, that also equals to force divided by pressure. And now to get pressure, we also need to do force divided by area. Now, oh wait, force equaled to. Okay, so now let's see what we have to find. We have to find pressure. So we know pressure is force, which is 2, over 7, which is our area. That equals a number that I don't want to do the math for. So I'm pulling up a calculator. Should really have like my phone ready at time or something. So instead of writing this whole number down, we would just write the first 2 or 3. Usually we should usually do 3. So it would be 0.287. Yeah. That's the pressure. I don't know if it's in pounds. I'm going to be honest with you. But that's the pressure. I hit my screen. Anyway, now this is like 5. Okay, now wrong way. There we go. Okay, so now that we got it simple, what we're going to do now is we're going to do another equation. Okay, we're going to now we're going to do one for this. Let's say we know that this is 50 pounds being pushed down, right? And this is what? Let's say I don't know. Just grabbing some papers 1 second. Okay, let's say we don't know this force actually, right? But we do know that the PSI is 25 PSI. right? And the area of this is 7, I don't want to use 7 again, 6 inches squared, right? So now, oh, we also know that over here is 3 inches squared. To find out the pressure here, to find out the force here that is being exerted, we're going to need another equation. That equation may seem a little bit more complicated. Now, that equation looks like this. F2, which is our force 2, which is right here, equals F1, which is right over here, times the area of our area 1, which is right over here on number 6. Divide that by our area 2, which is 3 inches. Oops. Times our area divided by our area 2, which is our 3. That's how we get our force 2, right? So, first, let's work to find our factors. First, let's try and find our force 1, right? First, we're looking at a 50 pounds, 25 psi. Here, I'll write this out. We have 50 pounds, right? 25 psi. 6 inches cubed, and 3 inches, 6 inches squared, 3 inches squared. So, first, we have to figure out how much weight is being pushed down on our scale over here. We see that 50 pounds is being pushed down, right? So we take our 50 and we plug it into our equation. F2 now equals 50 times area 1 divided by area 2. So now we know that we have to find area 1. And if we know that F1, which is 50, is our first stage area, then we can also know that 6 is also going to be in our first stage area. So we can put 6 inches. We don't have to put inches right now. Just put 6, right? Now we know that has to be divided. So we're going to put our division signal there, and we're going to leave it for now. So now we're trying to find out A2, which is our area 2. Since we're trying to find out F2, we can look where our F2 is located, which is right here. So then what we can do is figure out if our F2 is over here, then our A2 should also be over here. So what we do is we take a look. A2 is over there, which is our 3 inches. So we take our 3 inches that is over here and put it right here. Now we close that up. Now we have our full equation for F2, or force 2. So what now we do? So what do we do now? We go over to our calculator, which is 50 times, put our bracket, 6 divided by 3. That answer is 100. Now, to split that up, what you do is first you do your brackets, right? 6 divided by, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2 times 50 also equals to 100. Right there. So now you figured out how to figure out F2, as well as a quick summary of pressure. So, okay, so now what we could do is save this as 6. Now, there we go, 44. I got to remember 44. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to now incorporate both of them. This is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because to get our pressure, we need total force, total area, and that will give us the equation. One second, just making sure about this. Ben is right. This is not fun to look it up. Anyway, so to figure out pressure now, we don't know pressure, right? But we know F1. We know F1. Which is 70. Okay. So then what we do is we also need to know our F2. But we don't know our F2. Do we know our area? We do know our area. We know that our area is, let's do 12 inches. 12 inches. That's stupid fucking. 12 inches, right? A1 equals 12 inches squared. Make sure to put the squared. So what we do is now we also have to find our area for this, which luckily we already know. It's 6. So first we have to calculate F2. So we know that F2 equals F1 bracket A1 divided by A2, right? So we know our F1, which is right here. We know our A1, which is right here. We know our A2, which is right here. So we put that in there. Looks like this. That equals 140. That should have been easier. I'm fucking stupid. Which equals 140. So now we know the pressure of F2. Now, what we can do now is to know that to get pressure, what we have to do is we have to do force divide that by area. Now, pressure should also, so what you do now is you could do one of two things. First thing you have to do is you have to do this. You take your left one, which is being pushed. One second, I gotta do math. Okay, I got it. So you could do it one of two ways. Either A, you take F1, you take your F1 times divided by A1. Yes, 1 second. Fuck. Huh? Oh. Yeah, happy now? Damn. Okay. There you go. Okay. So now we know what our F1 is, which is 70. Divide that by 12. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm fucking stupid. Anyway. Fine. Ah, fuck. This equation is wrong. My fault. Ben, I'm sorry. You probably already wrote something there. Okay. Anyway. So. Take F1 plus F2. Divide that by A1 plus A2, which equals this number, 70. This is the equation, what it looks like. $11.66. So our answer would be 11.667 PSI. that is how you calculate pressure. So now let's do this, but less confusing. So man, fuck. Okay. So let's make a box really quickly. AF, like there. Okay. So let's say that now, instead of having F1, we have F2. Okay. We have the area, which is 2. The area here, which is 8. But we don't know the PSI either. So, do we have F1? No. Do we have F2? Yes. Okay, for a second I thought I was not doing that. Anyway, now we have A1, yes. Area 2. Two inches squared. So now, oh yeah, PSI. P equals, oh fuck, that's a fucked up question mark. Question mark. So now, if to get F2, fuck, what the fuck's happening? To get F2, we need to do F1 times bracket A1 divided by A2. What we now do is we just switch these two. So it becomes F1 equals F2 divided by A1 divided by A2. Now you might be questioning, why is it now division? What changed? And my answer to that is simple terms. When you switch a multiplication, it becomes a division. When you switch here, let me write this. When you switch an addition, it becomes negative. You switch a negative, it becomes a positive. You switch a division, it becomes a multiplication. And for our case, you switch a multiplication, it becomes a division. So here's what we need to know. So since we need to switch it, we need to also switch our multiplication to a division now. So now what we do is to get our f, now that we understand that we have to, whenever we're switching our f1 and f2, or even our a's, right? But we'll do that later. I don't want to worry about that now. We're not going to learn about that. Anyway, when we're switching our f's, we need to always switch this as well, right? So as long as you remember that, you'll be fine. So now the equation looks like this. Since we know f2 is 160, we now also know that our a1 is 8 inches divided by 2 inches. So, let me just divide that. 160 divided by 8 divided by 2, which is now 40. So that means that F1 also equals 40 pounds. Okay? So now how much time has this been? 31 minutes, damn. Now that we know that this is 40 pounds, what we're going to do now is we're going to find the PSI. Now we do the same thing, which is P equals F1 plus F2, divide that by A1 plus A2, which now equals to I gotta write that out, sorry, give me 1 second. P equals, that is so small. There we go. P equals F1 times F2, caps lock, F1 times F2, bracket, divide, A1 times A2, so that would okay, I thought that was going to disappear, that would be very sad, which also equals to P equaling 160 plus 40 divided by, bigger, divided by A1, which is 8 plus 2, and yeah. So now we do our calculation. 160 plus 40 equals 200. Divide that by 10, pressure's 20. P equals 20 PSI. Boom. See, that's what you got to do. Now, I'll save that. 8. And that is it. Yeah, that's it. I don't know.